I thought it would be fun today to demonstrate the Singer 237 doing free motion embroidery. So I've put it in left-hand position and I'm doing the zigzag at probably a 3mm zigzag width. I've set the stitch length to 0 essentially and dropped the feed dogs. So what I found is because it's a short shank machine, it's very difficult to use my normal hoops, but I have this plastic one which is working fine. And what the problem is you can't get a standard hoop with the cloth wrapped around it like this, but the higher type. It won't go under the foot, and then you get problems. You can't get the needle over it, and you have to take the needle off, and it gets so complicated. So I thought I would try the plastic hoop, and for a change it's holding okay, which is a bonus. And off we go. So I'm doing nothing fancy on this except using the zigzag to fill in the stitches. So you recall that this type of machine, the bobbin case moves in line with the needle. So they're always vertically above each other. So in some ways it actually makes for a quieter experience. A little less bobbin noise on this machine, but also very reliable in like most of these class 15 machines, very reliable. And go up here. You can get up a really good speed. I'm on the treadle, but you can do this equally with an electric motor. So this is just at a comfortable speed. I'll ramp it up in a moment. I'm just doing the filling stitches at the moment, the underlay. Once I've got to a certain point, I can then begin the actual filling embroidery part. So even though the whole machine, the bobbin assembly, is moving back and forth, it's incredibly quiet and incredibly smooth, which is nice. You just hear the standard movement of the oscillating hook. Do the underlay on this side. Now we can begin the embroidery. Switch feet. So I'll show you how fast you can actually get it going if you need. You get a little bit of a racket from the table rattling away, and all the things on it. The machine doesn't object to going fast. I've oiled it obviously very well to make sure it can go for this many, hours and hours and hours. And now we're on to the next. Embroidery. You overlap each set of stitches unless you want a look with columns. But I don't want a look with columns, I want basically a short and long effect so it becomes quite smooth. Once I've finished going around the whole snowflake, then I shall do open work in the middle where you see the circle, and I will show you that later once I get near there, since it takes quite a while to finish this. And we'll go around here and on to the next. So I will give you a break from this and I will show you this bit shortly. Okay. So, we're ready to begin the open work. The first thing I want to do is, I've already stitched around the circle 3 times, and now we need to cut it. Okay, so let's get the embroidery scissors out. Little trimmings. Okay, there we go. So now I'll set the stitch width to straight, and off we go. Zoom in a bit. Okay. So what I like to do is just lock the stitches on the edge to make sure they're not going anywhere. Go completely across. Make sure these stitch in securely onto the edge. The back, you could do 3 if you want, 2 is enough for this. You can actually do 1 as well, but it's not always the strongest. And this side. Oop. A little bit of shredding of the thread here. So what we'll do is we'll pull this out, so snip these threads. Okay, now we'll go across the 90 degrees, secure it there. And now it's important. I always find it's useful to go back and forth across, otherwise they pull. handy. And we'll go across again. Probably get away with one more here. Okay, now, last but not least, need to stitch over the edges. So put the zigzag back on, don't need quite that much. Where the machine is lovely and smooth, as you can hear. Bobbin noise, but that's okay. It's super smooth. When you're doing stuff like this, it's nice. And because of that, the bobbin always being directly under the needle, when you're working on stuff like this, on these open edges, it actually works very well. Very rare it acts up. Very rarely it misses any stitches. It's just very nice and reliable. Okay, come around to the other side. Straighten up the stitches. Just lock the stitches in place and we're done. Magic, one snowflake. It's just a matter of pull out the paper and get a pair of tweezers to pull the awkward bits, and then it's done.